ODOT is a great place for allowing people to move up in their career. They offer a lot of opportunities, whether it's employee development funds, certifications, even just being able to work with other engineers in different departments and learn more information. I truly think it's been a great opportunity to build my career and work my way up from when I was first hired. I actually didn't know a whole lot about the ability of being able to move up within ODOT when I was first hired. I did know just through my co-ops about the different areas of work that ODOT does and the different roles that the civil engineers can be responsible for. But I quickly learned how easy it is for an engineer to look ahead and see what opportunities there are. When I was in college, I started off as a co-op and was hired here at ODOT. Initially, my first semester working as a co-op, I was out in construction as a project inspector, mainly helping out with just the day-to-day inspection activities, helping out with concrete testing, pretty much whatever the project engineers needed. I was able to help out and be a part of that. And then the next semester, when I came back here for my second co-op, I was in highway management and I worked under an engineer doing culvert inspections and helping out with culvert inventory. And then my final co-op, I was upstairs in planning and engineering and helping out with plan reviews, general quantity calculations, and also assisted with some intersection safety studies, speed studies, et cetera. So it was pretty interesting that I had the opportunity to kind of get to understand all aspects of what an engineer was capable of doing at ODOT. I thought that was a really cool opportunity. Ultimately, that led to me being more interested working out in construction on the construction projects. And once I graduated college, I was offered a project engineer, Transportation 1 position here at ODOT for construction. And I had the opportunity to work under a few different project engineers on some different types of projects, out on some bridge work, did some just general maintenance work, roadway reconstruction. So it was very interesting. Also getting to see the different types of construction projects that ODOT handles. And from there, I was given my first construction project, and that was a salt dome. I was able to run the salt dome project on West 114th Street. And even though that was my first project, I was able to use the other engineers as resources and have assistance out there. So I never felt fully alone or on my own. And my area engineer was really great, very helpful. And after that project, I ended up running a bridge project and also did a road reconstruction project and a few resurfacing projects on my own. So the experience of being able to run and manage those projects was a really great opportunity. From there, I got information that the district testing engineer was going to soon be retiring, and I was interested in the lab aspect of ODOT. You know, what happens behind the scenes? What does the lab have to do with all of the projects, and how is the lab involved in everything? And so I expressed interest, and I managed to work under the testing engineer for a little bit of time and got some experience. And from there, I managed to obtain my professional engineering license, and at that point I was able to be offered the position full-time once the previous testing engineer retired. And since then, I've been working in the lab. I've been managing the lab. So it's been about 5 years now that I've been here working, and it goes by really quickly. I love what I do. We get to kind of handle and work with every single project in a different way. No project is the same out here, so it keeps things very interesting. We're very busy, a lot of behind the scenes work. We manage all of the quality assurance aspects of materials that are out on the projects. I also assist with mixed design reviews for asphalt and concrete that go on projects. I help out with answering questions regarding approved materials on projects. If there are issues with any materials that are brought out to the project, if project engineers have questions with what's going on, I am one of the points of contact. And it's very cool. It's very interesting being able to see how these materials are incorporated on the project, and I can really say I enjoy what I'm doing. I've always been intrigued in understanding why and how materials work, how they're incorporated into the project. So things such as concrete testing and asphalt testing, that's always been interesting as far as trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, how to improve something, make it better. And I feel like in this role, that's something that I'm able to do. Coming to the lab, I knew very little about pretty much the ins and outs of what the lab does. And after that initial training period, and then even being hired full-time as the testing engineer, I learned a great deal. The first year especially, I was required to obtain certifications for asphalt, aggregates, as well as concrete testing, just learning the ins and outs of all of those materials, learning our specs and our standards, what we require. So it was a huge learning curve. Honestly, I'm still learning things pretty much every day. I have a great deal of resources and other people that I look up to for information. If there's something I don't know, I take that as a learning experience and something for me to be able to look at and hopefully be able to help other people. I am a huge proponent of people wanting to learn more and work their way up within ODOT, within their career. I have assisted with teaching classes for material certifications, and that has been able to help some of the highway technicians move up, obtain their certifications, and hopefully put them in a better place too as far as where they want to go with their career. If there are training opportunities that people within the lab are interested in, I'm a huge proponent of that. I think the more you can learn, the better, and there's never enough learning that someone can have. ODOT is a great place for allowing people to move up in their career. They offer a lot of opportunities, whether it's employee development funds, certifications, even just being able to work with other engineers in different departments and learn more information. I truly think it's been a great opportunity to build my career and work my way up from when I was first hired. I've seen engineers go from one department and they end up in a different department and they work their way up. I've seen a whole bunch of situations where you have highway technicians working their way up as well and becoming managers, and it's a great workplace to have those opportunities to do so. So I really learned a lot from the engineers who I worked under, as well as my area engineers who I've worked under too. They've really shown that they started off in the same position I was when I was first hired, and they were able to work their way up, and learning from that and seeing their ambition and their willingness to push themselves was inspiring. And I think that really helped encourage me to be able to go for it, try something I'm not used to, push myself, be a little uncomfortable, in your position, and put yourself out there and see what you're really capable of doing.